Trainers channel with tea in hand. Do a little correction before I get started with the um, Garcia. No, uh, Rolando Romero. I asserted that more likely than not, the Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney fight trumps all fights because of a prior arrangement between Rolando Romero, excuse me, a prior arrangement with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, right? I miscalculated the um, intention of Turkey Al Sheik when it came to that particular fight being made, the Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. So I say that to say this: that fight, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, was likely to be made based on the fact that Turkey Al Sheik had prior arrangements with the two when it comes to contractual arrangements. But I miscalculated the fact that Devin Haney is his own promotional company, right? And obviously, he has a lot of influence on Turkey Al Sheik, right? So that's where the miscommunication came from in regards to me saying that that fight was definitely coming to fruition, and it probably still will come to fruition, right? If Ryan Garcia chooses to play fair. Ryan Garcia has been noted does not play fair, right? I mean, in the last fight, he came in overweight 3 pounds. He was tested. He was caught testing positive for a banned substance. Um, what was that? Austrian. And he's constantly making assertions that have nothing to do with boxing. So Devin took to the airwaves and said that sure, that fight can be made, but he is not going to put himself in a position that he has to suffer the demise of dealing with not only Ryan Garcia, but the Garcia family. And I get it. You know what I mean? I mean, I really get that. For Devin to stand up and represent his brand, right? I really respect that and I get that. I don't know about the world, how they perceive Devin and his decision not to make a big deal out of it if the fight doesn't come to fruition, right? I have a lot of respect for Devin as a young, growing man, right? In that he is making grown men decisions, right? And that's what it's about as a growing young man, making good decisions. And I think this is a good decision, not to put all the luster behind the rematch between Ryan Garcia and Devin the Dream Haney, right? So now that we've got clarity on that, let's get to the potential fight that makes a difference for the handicap, in my opinion. Rolando Romero and Devin Haney, if they unify this fight, and let me say this, I have a good feeling that this fight will come to fruition. Now, I was waiting on a call back from Bill Haney, right? But he didn't say when he called back. He text message me and said that could he call me back later, right? So I guess I'm kind of like antsy. You know, I need some answers, right? I don't want to come on and give rambunctious opinions and that they prove to be wrong. No. That's not good journalism, right? Journalism is about facts, right? And with the Boxers Training Channel, I definitely believe in factual information. You know what I mean? But now, I'm at the of the opinion that fight between Devin the Dream Haney and Rolando Romero is a damn good fight, right? Especially for the Haney camp, right? My thing, it is my belief that Devin Haney is one of the best boxers in the world, right? And he actually has the ability, right, to become multi-divisional, undisputed champion of the world. He has that type of ability to do great things in boxing, right? But the only way you're going to be able to do great things, you have to pursue great things, right? So and here's the deal, in my opinion, right? The welterweight division, as it stands today, right, is a marvelous place to be in for, for a superb boxer at 147. For a superb boxer at 147. Shout out to Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz and Mo, my man, right? For a superb boxer, right? The 147-pound division, right, is a haven for the potential at this juncture, right, to be undisputed. Now, Devin Haney has those abilities, right? I mean, quite naturally, everybody needs to tack up and, you know what I'm saying, critique certain things about whatever it is that they do, right, to get better, right? I mean, there's no limit to getting better when you have great talents, right, such as Devin Haney. You know what I mean? So I say that to say this. The welterweight division for a dominant boxer is screaming for a boxer like Devin Haney to come through and make good on being the undisputed welterweight champion of the world. This would be a second shot at being undisputed in a different division. And at 27 years of age, I mean, the sky's the limit. He's still growing. You know what I mean? He has a frame to go up, in my opinion, as far as 168. That might be a little stretch, right? 154, you know what I mean? 160. 68 is a little stretch, but who knows? Who knows? If Devin continues to excel in boxing, the sky's the limit. But let's get to what I think about the fight between the two, Rolando Romero and Devin the Dream Haney. As I said, that's a great fight for the Haney camp, right? And I believe at this juncture, it stands a 90% chance of being made, because the Haneys are no fools. They know what's at stake. And Devin is the type that strives for greatness when it comes to his legacy. You know what I mean? So let's be perfectly clear about this. I believe that this is a great fight between the two, and it puts the Haney camp in a position where they could potentially run through that welterweight division. And look, that's what I would be trying to do. If I was Bill Haney, I would be pursuing that type of greatness and running through. Cause hey, look, I mean the welterweight division at this juncture, right, is not that prolific. You know what I mean? I mean, again, for a boxer like Devin the Dream Haney, he has the proclivity to run through that welterweight division. You know what I mean? He might have a problem or two at the 154, but the 147, it's a shoe-in. You know what I mean? And why do I say that? Oh, but most of y'all go, he's just saying that because he has a relationship with Bill Haney. No, but come on, man. I mean, I talk down on Bill sometime too. I keep it real, 100. You know, ain't no faking on mine. None. I ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? It's about the real with me. You know what I mean? I believe that that Devin is that type of boxer where he can make these things happen. Look, man, the kid is only 27 years. He's 33-0, right? I don't even look at that ostrich fiasco with Ryan Garcia. I don't even look at that as a potential loss, right? You know what I mean? The fact of the matter is, the man is 33-0. 33-0, 27 years old age. He can do whatever he wants to, especially with the welterweight division. right? All it takes is for Devin to have the mindset, right? I'm gonna do that, and it's done. That's what boxing is all about, man. You know what I mean? The mindset. You know, a lot of these cats have the mind. They talk the mindset, but they don't have the mindset. You know what I mean? They don't have that ability to believe in themselves to the degree where they can go in there and perform and get it done, right? Devin the Dream Haney has that ability, man. You know what I'm saying? And again, I ain't blowing smoke. I'm telling the truth. You know what I mean? I'm telling you the truth. That's what I do. You know what I mean? Contrary to the fact that sometimes the truth gets you in trouble, specifically me, right? But somebody has to be truthful in the world because today we live in a world of chaos and foolishness. You know what I mean? So I have to be one of the ones that, man, that cat right there be telling the truth. He be real and dedicated to the real. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. So look, man. I think I corrected the record when it came to the issue about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight next, right? If that don't have it, a shout out again, a shout out to the Haneys for taking that position, man. The hell with Ryan Garcia, you know what I mean? Actually, they're not doing. No, Ryan is not doing them a favor. If Devin Haney fights Ryan Garcia again, he's doing Ryan Garcia a favor. You know what I mean? Devin Haney's name is way bigger than Ryan Garcia. Let's be perfectly clear about that. You know what I mean? So for the Haneys to stoop down, back down into that garbage, I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. You know, all money ain't good money. Now, I'm going to say it again. All money ain't good money. That being said, I got some work to do, y'all. Look, hit that subscription button, hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comments section. And let me know if y'all think that the Devin Haney versus Rolando Romero is a better fight than Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. That being said, I'm gone, y'all.